Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Jeremy Alexander Newsom with Real Life Trading. What you know about us? We're changing the trading game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got SPY here on the screen. This is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. And technically, on the oil news and the OPEC news, we did make a little bit of a higher high on the SPY today. So we gapped up, right? So yesterday was a bullish candle. White candle, gapping up. Likely a retest, likely people locking in profit. That is exactly what occurred on the SPY today. From here, what do I expect? Is the market going to go to zero? No, probably not. December likely is going to look something like this, where we just kind of trade sideways, ping and pong, bounce around, don't really do anything massively exciting or exceptional, and just kind of do that on SPY. So looking for a small pullback, a little bit of bearish volume today, and we'll just kind of see, watch, and anticipate what happens on the SPY. Here's the Qs. The Qs were down 1.2% today. A little bit of a bearish trade, and a few days ago we got into a 121, 122 bear call spread expiring regular December, and then also yesterday legging into an iron condor 116, 115 bull put spread. So realistically, as long as the Qs trade more or less sideways, I'll be relatively excited about that iron condor. Here's the 100 simple moving average on the Qs, which is at 116.65 presently, and kind of slightly anticipating tomorrow on the Qs, which is Thursday, something a little bit more like this, and then like this off to the 100, and from there, will it bounce off the 100? Maybe. I don't actually know, of course, but only time will tell. That's the Qs, really just trading very sideways, trading pretty flat, nothing crazy. The Dow Jones ETF had a white candle, gapped up into another all-time high on the Dow today with some volume. We have the IWM, which we are in on a weekly options trade from the weekly options newsletter. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that one. I like it. It looks good. As far as the weekly options newsletter trades concerning, probably a little bit of a retest tomorrow and maybe Friday, and then potentially a trade lower. I don't expect necessarily the market to just free fall or anything. That's going to be a pretty quick in and out type of trade. Here's the exponential moving averages, and really the 10 EMA is going to be the first target. So as it approaches that, tomorrow, Friday, Monday or so, if we're profitable, it might be a very small game, maybe only 10 or 20% of a profit on the IWM, but that's okay. It's going to be a quick move, looking to make some gains on it. We'll see what ends up transpiring on the IWM, but just slightly more bearish into these moving averages. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So let's go to the broader market. The XLE, of course, a huge day on the XLE. This is the energy ETF, the XLE is, and OPEC did reach a deal and a consensus to cut the production of oil barrels to 32.5 million barrels. So again, if you're cutting the supply of something, less supply usually means more demand. More demand means higher prices. So a lot of the energy, oil, pipeline companies had some huge moves today, almost too many to mention, really all across the board. You're looking at some strong moves. What I can say for sure is today is a white candle, gapping up with huge volume. I do have a wager on XLE. We have a iron condor actually on the XLE, and we got into the top range today, 75, 76. So I got a wager on XLE. You can see that over there on the right-hand side. But I will say this is a white candle gapping up, so retest gap. So the next 2 to 3 days, I kind of expect a little bit of a rotation down, a little bit of a pause, and then probably ultimately a continuation higher. I wouldn't see why this type of gap overall wouldn't continue higher on the XLE. Our weekly options newsletter trade on CHK. If you got a chance to snag that guy over the holiday season, congratulations to you. You locked in over a 100% gain today on Chesapeake Energy. We bought into some calls yesterday. Most traders got in anywhere between 35 cents and 23 cents as a limit buy yesterday and or Monday on Chesapeake Energy. And then today on the gap up was rewarded nicely. Already hit target number 1 with a 100% return in less than 24 hours. That was the weekly options newsletter. Great job for anyone in that particular trade. What's going to be happening from here on CHK? Well, from here, there's a strong resistance at this $7 level. Again, white candle gapping up. I could see this retest for sure on CHK happening. Sybil made some really good trades on this one. She locked in over 3R on Chesapeake Energy. Here's your weekly perspective and a weekly candle. You got a nice long lower shadow. So yes, I do anticipate a little bit of higher highs on Chesapeake. This $7.15 resistance will be pretty strong, but only time will tell exactly how that ends up playing out. But there's a lot of energy stocks out there that look really, really nice. MRO was a huge gap, bullish gap and go today. Dean and a few other traders had some put sales, so Dean's going to be very happy about that one. Yesterday on British Petroleum, we sold the January $30 put sale. That thing has already decreased 50% of its value, which is exactly what you want when you sell a put. Realistically, nice little double bottom on British Petroleum. Great buy low, sell high opportunity. Royal Dutch Shell, ticker symbol RDSA. Here we go. RDSA. Have a lot of traders, a lot of friends in this one. Some good volume today. Also looks like a little bit of a double bottom. Still going sideways though. So overall, it still is a buy low, sell high type of setup. There's a little bit of a channel in here. And if we can really take out the high of $52.50 on Royal Dutch Shell, I think it could start really cruising on up. But this $55 covered call that my buddy Adam has should expire worthless, no problem on Royal Dutch. Let's look at a few other trades out there. Here's Berry Plastics. BERY. Why in the world am I bringing this one up? Well, mostly because I had a very strong bullish gap and go yesterday. Keep that one on your list. My buddy Jason K is in 52.50 calls. 60 cents. I believe those are January. Yep, those are January. He bought those for 60 cents sometime at midday yesterday. Berry Plastic, great gap. Want to give a shout out to Miller Snyder over there in Oracle, who trades with my good buddy Vinny Patel. He got an opportunity to trade this beautiful gap on ticker symbol SNCR. So this was a pretty easy one. White candle, gapping above a resistance, right? It's a retest gap. The very next day it retested beautifully. I think you got a chance to snag some of that pullback. And then SNCR continued higher. So, Mr. Miller, congratulations. Great trade. Well done, sir, on SNCR. I'm loving it. Facebook, ticker symbol FB. I am keeping a very, very close eye on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, for this trade right here. If Facebook can retrace back really into the 200 simple moving average, this might happen tomorrow, who knows. But if we can retrace to 119.25, looking to buy some puts with a stop at about $1, those are December 119 puts, and likely let trade down to about the 114 area. On a weekly chart on Facebook, I am just a little bit more bearish than bullish overall. A lot of volume came in, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I just had an inkling the last few weeks that something like this happens more than likely on Facebook over the next month or two. It would just be a healthy retracement, that's all. So if it does occur, if and when it trades down to that $103-ish price range, then on a longer term level, let's look to buy some more in 2016. Here's Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA. Not a lot going on. Still battling the 100 simple moving average. That's going to be the resistance that it needs to break through before BABA to go bullish. But if BABA can at some point retrace down to this $85 level, we'll be looking to snag some. We got the December put sale. Likely will expire worthless. We got 2.5 weeks left on that, and pretty jazzed and amped about that one. Ladies and gentlemen, November is officially over. Feel free to email me your results for November or post them to our Real Life Trading Facebook page, or you can message me on Twitter, or you can post them in our Slack channel that the traders who join the trading rooms get access to. Whatever you want to post, just let me know what you did, how you did. Ironically enough, I very rarely get an exact number, but for the month of November, after everything, fees and commission, 8R for day trades, 4.32R for swing trades, which includes all options, credit spreads, all that jazz. So overall, another profitable month for the December. Really excited about it. Not quite as good as I like to do. Matt DeLong, part of Team Nashville, for the first time ever, but not the last time, beat me this month in day trading. I just want to give a giant shout out to Matt because me and him worked really closely together back in April, May, June. And he was just brand new to day trading and has absolutely revolutionized his day trading. So Matt DeLong, you're awesome, man. Congrats on your over 11R gain. And you know what? While we're here, while we're giving some people some love, let me bring this over here and give some shout outs to some other traders. This is the Slack channel that I was mentioning right here that the traders who are in the trading room get access to. Scott, congratulations, my man, for locking in 2.6R before commissions this month. Wonderful job. Rob Cole over there in California got 9.12R. this month. Bob got 9.37R. Melanie got 10.86R in November. Yes! Loving this! Ladies and gentlemen, December starts tomorrow, December 1st. It was going to be a brand new theme month for Real Life Trading, which is Declutter Month. Stick around for that video. You'll be getting that tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, excited to trade the last month of the year with you, and then December 2016 will bring us into January 2017, and I am amped about that new year. 2017, a lot of stuff coming down the pike for Real Life Trading. We are enriching lives from across the world, ladies and gentlemen. That is our mission. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.